To my back patio area and our pool area. Well, I'm outside. I've been working a little bit out here to get things back together after that terrible storm we had. I did post some pictures on Facebook of all the debris we had from a storm that was like last weekend. It was awful. Anyways, it's all kind of cleaned up now, but the wind's been blowing today. And what happens when the wind blows at my house? See all those pine trees? All the pine needles come running onto my patio. They get in the pool and everything. But as you can see, here's our pool, hot tub, waterfall, palm trees. It's great in the summertime. You know, we love the pool's beautiful. I love the ambiance of the pool. I mean, granted, I don't get in there very much anymore. I mean, when the kids are here, they get in occasionally. But anyways, I'm outside, so I thought I'd pick up the camera and chit chat with you for a minute. Today is, I believe, the 2nd of November. Is it unbelievable? Our weather is gorgeous. It was like a low 47 this morning, 45. 45 this morning, supposed to warm up to 72 this afternoon. Perfect fall weather for us here in Texas, around the Houston area. Nice and kind of warm, and we're loving it. We're ready definitely for some cooler air because we don't get a lot. There's Braxton, he's out here with me. But I thought I'd take you around a little bit. I've got all kinds of plants out here, flowers, the outdoor kitchen. We made some updates to that because we are selling, thinking about selling the house, and you're probably wondering why in the world we'd want to sell. I know how I know how you feel. The house is really, this is probably the most, see this over here behind me here? There's a walking path there. That's the park. There's kids play over there in the park. I don't know if you can see that in the distance. I'll make it a little, yeah, there's a swing set there. Move my hand, and then there's other stuff over there to play with. But people walk along here like all times of the day, especially on the weekends. And so if we're sitting out here, we just feel like we're on display. So we don't like the fact that we don't have much privacy back here anymore. We've looked into putting up a fence, but we have nearly an acre of property. And to put in a fence that goes from this side of the house all the way around, and then over here, over this way, it's quite a bit of money. And we're just not sure we want to put that into the house if we're going to sell it. But I wanted to bring you out here kind of near the outdoor kitchen space where I have some plants. I've got, since we were having vinca out front, I've got some planted out here, and you can see how they trail. These are the pinky ones. Here I have a bougainvillea that just started blooming for me. I just bought this one this year, and for the longest time it was just green. It wouldn't bloom at all, but now look at all the color it's got on it. I'm hoping it really gets really beautiful because my neighbor has one, and his is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But isn't that pretty? And here's some of those. They're like fuchsia colored. I think they're like, it's kind of like the poinsettia, they're like just, the leaves are the things that turn color. And I think that's what's going on here. Oh great, my neighbor's out walking his dog. Hold on a minute, I'll be back. Okay, we were looking at the bougainvillea. Anyways, it's a nice big plant, and it might need to be potted already because it's grown so much. I had to trim it off quite a bit, and that's when it finally started blooming for me. But anyways, I have some vinca over there. Then over here around the pool, I also have some vinca that we planted, and it's looking great. I don't know what this plant's called. I had to get it into the sun because it wasn't blooming much, but I get these little pink flowers on here. So you can see it's coming back. I wasn't doing a very good job with it. And then here is a geranium, but it's a pinky one that's not like a regular geranium. And boy, is it finicky. If it gets a little too wet, it won't bloom or do anything else. I never used to have problems with my geraniums. I had another one this year that I didn't have any luck with. There's some more impatiens there, and of course that's another plant right there, but this isn't a pot. Here's our outdoor kitchen. There's Braxton laying down as usual. In the spring I decorated it up a little bit with just this little tray with a couple of birds and a plant and a lantern. I got new cushions and we put those out for the spring. And of course I never got anything videoed for you. Yeah, here's the edge of the outdoor kitchen. I did decorate this a little bit. I brought out this Farm Fresh and I put a little plant in there. It's not real. And then that's where we keep our bug spray and stuff like that, because of course we have bad I'm looking, I don't want to be bothered by the guy, my neighbor, really bad mosquitoes. But we put up these new lights. I don't know if you can see that this year, because we had some different ones. So those are the new lights. We put new lights in. This was all in preparation to sell. What started all that process was the new clock that we have up here that I need to change because it's not on the right time, because the time changed last night. And then here's one of my Boston ferns. And then we changed the lighting up there to some of those farm style ones. And then we have a TV out here to watch TV. But that's the other light. So we changed that stuff out. We had to get a new grill because the other one wasn't working. It's kind of, this is a built-in like charcoal grill. That's my family room through there. And of course there's the table, here's the pool. I wanted to walk over and show you what I have over on the patio or the porch area. When we first moved in, that's all there was this porch area. Now over here, I have a little settee that's just, you know, table and chair set. But we moved this out. It was sitting against this here, right here. It was getting too much water when it rained, so I moved it, and it's doing much better. It's a hibiscus. It's blooming. It looks like it's got more coming. There's more buds on it. But I got this new furniture I got it a while ago. But I don't think you've ever seen it. And this is how I decorated the my little area of the back porch. So when we moved in, it only came out as far as like these columns. And this was grass. And then we added the pool and all the stuff. But anyways, all this furniture is from Walmart. They had this 2 years in a row because I bought this last year actually, but we had it in a different spot that I didn't like. I wanted it here to be like a little seating area. And this rug, which is very cute, it has teals and, you know, that kind of rose color in it and stuff. And then this table came with the set of this furniture. And it has a little bit of like fake, you know, I really love the look of wicker. But I decorated this up a little bit. I just, you know, this is a plant I picked up probably at TJ Maxx. And I got this at TJ Maxx. This is a cute little thing with little birds on it. Isn't it cute? Then I have my Ring camera here. And then I noticed at Walmart, they also had like cushions you get that were kind of a creamy color. So they do sell it after the fact. I think they're still selling this. You might look on walmart.com and see if it's on sale now, because it's, you know, we're out of season. They might have not left. But since this had a little teal in it, there's where the teal comes in one of my pillows. I put a little teal up here in this welcome and that little flower thing there. And I just, of course, me and my wreaths, I always have one out here. And then I got these pillows, and I might have showed these in a video. They have a little bit of that teal in here too, and it has this, you know, this other color that kind of, it just all works with this. And I love this. This pillow, these are Laura Ashley outdoor pillows. And Yeah, they don't get too wet in here. I mean, when we have a big storm, it gets wet in here, but for the most part, it doesn't. And then I have a tree out here. This tree, I think I got it from Target. I'm not mistaken. It's just, you know, an outdoor tree with a white pot. And that's how everything looks out on the outside. So we're real happy with how everything's looked. We put that new umbrella out. Hold on a minute. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed a little tour of my backyard. And I hope I explained a little bit why, you know, we are wanting to sell. We just don't get any kind of privacy back here anymore. Back in the day, over here on this back fence, we used to have a big gate there. And so the kids could, you know, when my kids were young, because we moved in here, they were 2 and 4, and they could go over there to the park and play, and we could see them, you know, from home. And the park at the time didn't have this is like an asphalt kind of walking thing. It used to be pebbles or like some kind of rocks, so it wasn't really comfortable to be on, so people didn't use the park too much. But now everybody comes out and walks, so there's constantly people here, but they're probably all watching football right now because the Texans are playing. Anyways, I just wanted to say hi. Look at our sky. It's nice and pretty blue. Like I said, it's a beautiful day. My husband and my son should be coming back from a deer hunting because that opened up this weekend in Texas. So they're off at the deer lease, but they should be coming back here in the next hour or so. And then we're going to be smoking some ribs tonight and having some potatoes and stuff like that. So anyways, I got to get ready and get busy working on things. And I wanted to just say hello. Love y'all to pieces. And I'll be back again with another video. Bye.